This is a big challenge, I think, countries where pharmacy practice is not as well developed. I think as drug therapy of cancer patients and hematology patients becomes more complex with new drugs, with really complex drugs, there is a need for pharmacy practice. I think investing in the education of more pharmacists and more clinical pharmacists can really provide a lot of benefit for many of these countries, but that's going to take a lot of time. I think in the interim, I think using what resources we have, I think bringing into the fold on very difficult cases can be valuable. So if patients that have very complex diseases are presented at things like a tumor board or other consulting areas, I think bringing a pharmacist in for that can be very useful. I also think you can rely on your pharmacist that you do have to put together really nice protocols, really nice guidelines to ensure that care is standardized across the country in the most effective way. And I think by using pharmacists to take care of some of these high-level tasks, they can affect care on a larger number of patients with a limited number of resources. In malignant hematology, I think the azole antifungals, drugs like voriconazole, posaconazole, those are the number one culprits for drug interactions. Nearly all of our tyrosine kinase inhibitors and a lot of the targeted therapies that we used are metabolized by CYP enzymes like cytochrome P450, 3A4. And these azole antifungals, they all inhibit CYP 3A4. And so that's a common source of drug interactions. In ALL patients specifically, drugs like vincristine are also 3A4 substrates. And so these antifungals also interact with those agents. And it's important with these interactions to think about what is the half-life of these drugs? Can you truly hold them in between doses? It's another area where I think pharmacists can play a role in helping with these drug interactions. But I would say that's the most common place where we see them.